Hey guys, it's me, Christy, and welcome to Makeup on Point. Today I bring a more serene makeup inspired by the Greek goddess of earth, mother of all life, Gaea. I went outside of my normal, scary, creepy creatures and brought a more peaceful being into this channel. I'm so happy with how it came out and excited to teach you all how to create her or maybe something like her. So I think it's time and let's get started. So first I blocked out my eyebrows and dealt with an awkward boyfriend. Then I mixed a yellow and white water-activated face paint to give me a light yellow base to work with. I painted this on half of my face and a little more since I wanted to paint water on the other side, so I left it blank for now. And I used a round foundation brush to buff this paint into my skin and layer it in places where I would need more coverage in. Taking a yellow cream paint and a blending sponge, I started blending in contour areas which will be around the forehead, the cheekbones, and around the jawline. I really bounced that sponge around the perimeter of my face so the center of my face would stay that light color and look more highlighted. Then I used a white cream paint underneath my eyes to further highlight the face and even used a brush to carve out the jawline and give it a more sharper bone structure for this goddess look. And I blended it in using the same sponge as before. Then I set it all using a translucent powder so the cream wouldn't crease. Now taking a yellow eyeshadow, I'm going to brighten up all the contour areas, and I first pat that color down where I want the most color deposited, and then I blended it inwards to give it that gradient blend. And I used the previous brush that I used to set my face just to blend out any areas I put too much yellow on so it could blend perfectly and smoothly. Now using a flat eyeshadow brush and a light blue paint, I start painting the water stream going down the side of my face that I didn't paint on. And I try to look straight into the mirror so I can have an even line going across my eye and down my cheek. And I even branched it out into two streams since it'll join to create one big area of water down my chest. And I go back and forth and reshape it using a Q-tip and a makeup remover to get it to be the perfect shape I want it to be. And I keep playing around with it a bit. And I then outline the shape of it going down my neck and down one side of my chest. I went back and decided to add green depicting grassy areas first using a lighter green paint and filling in where I didn't paint on my face yet. Throughout this look, you see I start out with a light base so I can build upon them more and darken where I see fit, since it's easier to go from a lighter color to make it darker than to start with a darker color and make it lighter. Then on a bullet brush, I took a light brown paint and I painted along the edge of one side of the stream and I blended it in towards the center of my face to give it a dirt area since I want to add as many earthy aspects to the look, and I even decided to add it into the contours as well, dabbing it on and blending it into the yellow. Then taking a darker green paint, I decided to add depth by painting along the edges and blending inwards and leaving it a little patchy in some random spots to add texture, like it's a little grassy area and so it doesn't appear so flat. And then I do the same with the brown using a darker shade of brown. And then I wanted some more texture, so I used a bath sponge that I ripped up, and I dabbed the paint along where the brown paint was and along my contour areas, and I pressed the sponge very lightly along the contour areas to build up on that dotted texture look. And I do the same for the green areas as well. I jump around a lot, and I decide to fill in the rest of my chest with the light blue. Then taking a darker shade of blue, I add depth to the stream, kinda like waves, and add movement to the water, and I concentrate that more on the edges and where I would see it being deeper in parts of the water. Taking that sponge again, we're going to be dabbing in a royal blue paint and a white paint, and sporadically dab it on along that big ocean-like area just to give more of that wave or ocean textures that you usually see in water. Taking that darker green paint from before, I paint the rest of my neck in a tree trunk pattern, as well as outline the water with it and blend some of it outwards. Then I outline all of it with the dark brown paint from before, which is rare since I usually tend to outline everything in black, but I was really trying to go outside what I normally do and try something different. I was always inspired by nature, and I drew trees a lot when I was in college since I love the shapes. And then I learned of the Greek goddess Gaea, and my ideas ran wild and turned to what you're seeing here today. Then I blend yellow on any spaces that didn't have paint on it to give it a more cohesive look, and branched out some brown lines to appear like branches or maybe roots. This is where I was kind of just freewheeling it and just adding any extra details I saw fit, and took that sponge and dabbed more texture in random areas to make it one whole cohesive look. I even sponged on some yellow. Then I added on my contacts, and I put on a green winged liner and lashes on one eye, and blended brown eyeshadow on the other off camera, along with applying mascara on both my eyes. And last, I blended green eyeshadow on the center of my lips, and we are finally done. I added my crown on, which I made myself, and my goddess is ready. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I know it was a lot to take in, but thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell if you'd like to see more videos like this. Like this video and comment below if you like a tutorial on how I made this crown, or let me know what you'd like to see next. Until next time guys, I will see you later.